Hola guys and girls and welcome to the week, there's 7 match of the IPL. We are up against Psyboost, or Gone Fishing he's called on Discord, and his UninspiRed Aipoms. And let me just go quickly over the team. First I'm going to be at Dragon Dance Extra. Is his speed tiers line that way up that once I get to +1, barring Scarf's their Aura or Scarf Whimsicott, I outspeed everything and I do a butt ton of damage. He has only 2 Dragon Resists, one of them is Carbalion, that we have Earthquake for, the other one is the Whimsicott, which of course dies to Poison Jab, and then we have Lumberry, because with the Lumberry we don't have to worry about Will-O-Wisp from Arcanine, Scald from Vaporeon, whatever it is we can just Dragon Dance up and don't care about the burn, and Unnerve is there since Mold Breaker would only come to use versus Levitate Claydol, and that doesn't matter if it has Levitate or not, so I'm fine with just Dragon Clawing that thing. So I thought Unnerve is better in case he has like some berries or Mount Speed Sugar on Carbalion or similar stuff. Then we have Faxa or Leftover Snorlax, Mono Earthquake with Curse, Slurptug, and Rest. It's Rest called. Cursed Tug Snorlax, pretty straightforward with only Earthquake as attacking move, since that hits the team for most of the time. The only thing which I don't hit is the Claydol, which can be there, but of course we can only sweep once it's gone. So I have to worry about that, but it's the best mono attacking move I could have. If I'm mono normal type, which could work as well since he doesn't have a ghost type, but then Cobalion, even if I'm +3, it do like very little damage, and he can do a bunch of damage with close combat to me and stuff like that, or even Sacred Sword, ignore my defense boosts. So I'd rather have something to hit that super effectively, and in general Earthquake is good coverage for his team. I do hit other stuff as well, like the Arcanine and other stuff, which we'll see later on. Then we have Scarf Terrakion. He's like, I always end up using Scarf Terrakion because Hexerus is just the better sweeper, maybe because of speed tiers, but yeah, it's my Scarfer, it's faster than the Aura Bang, it's not Scarf, and they have Earthquake plus Combat. Mega Horn there for the Claydol, because Claydol of course is immune or resists everything else I have. That's like the only reason I could see Claydol coming is to be a check to Terrakion. But then we got mostly Fistiff, Aromatisse with Moonblast, Toxic, Protect and Wish, no Aurotherapy this time. Toxic just nice for stuff with like the Vaporeon or the Arcanine, which we otherwise would be very easy able to stall us out. And then we have Physically Defensive, Steelix, Earthquake, Iron Head, Toxic, and Stealth Rock. We have Iron Head since Kyurem is the main thing you want to hit with that. And Kyurem sadly is very heavy, so Heavy Slam doesn't do too much damage. And with Sheer Force, Iron Head is stronger than Gyro Ball. So boom, there we go. And last but not least, our Wall Breaker this time, Choice Specs Behemoth with Psychic, Flash Cannon, Energy Ball, and Trick. His only Psychic resists is the Claydol, which we have Energy Ball for, hits the Vaporeon as well, and then the Skuntank, which, like I said, Skuntank might not actually come because it's basically only good versus my Behemoth. And then we have Flash Cannon because it hits the Kyurem for the max damage. Like I said, most of the times I will be just going for the Psychic, because just if I get an Energy Boost as well, I overcome things very easily. But yeah, that's the squad. Let's send him a challenge and see what he brings and see how we can perform here. And hopefully get a win, because like you probably saw if you follow my IPL run so far, not going too well. Not gonna lie, not going too well. So we do see the Claydol, so that's something you have to get rid of, but we don't see the Skuntank, like I said. Claydol, like that makes sense for Terrakion. The Skuntank I was not gonna see, but yeah. Other than that, Earthquake this. Pretty much what I expected. No Kyurem, that's a big one. That's a big one, not seeing Kyurem, not gonna lie. That's definitely a big one. But other than that, these are all mons which make sense versus me. I think the main mission is really looking at the squad is getting rid of Claydol and then trying to sweep defensively with Snorlax. I think that's the best shot we have, since we have a lot of mons we can potentially set up on. But leads now is the question. I kind of just want to lead with Behemoth and get a very, very cheeky early kill. But if he leads with their Aura, he goes for U-turn, stuff like that, I would have to try to go for Energy Ball, trying to hit the Claydol or something like that. Which actually could do, because if we get rid of Claydol, like I said, that opens up Snorlax. I actually want to do that. Let's see what he leads with. He does lead with Claydol. Okay, yeah, that means, like I said, just Energy Balling this. He might just go for Rocks right here or something like that. If I can get rid of this, he should be faster than me. And yeah, I'm not like, there's not really much thought process here going into or predicting. He might just go for Rocks here or something like that. Teddy does switch out into Cobalion, so we still do a 25% split Death Drop as well, but obviously that doesn't do a whole lot damage there. Sad that he switched out there. Of course, would have loved to get rid of Claydol. Psychic would have done a shit ton of damage there. But let's get the card going if it's just offensive Cobalion or maybe a little bit bulkier, stuff like that. Energy Ball actually should be doing a whole lot more. See, 41 to 48. That's Analytic Boost as well, which this move is, since he switched before I did. So he's definitely like, this looks like Assault Vested damage, if anything. That looks like an Assault Vested Cobalion. Yeah, like 27, then add some HP, and boom, we have an Assault Vested Cobalion. So this is Assault Vest, most likely, I want to say. So he can go for Iron Head, he can go for Close Combat, he has various moves he can go for. Probably Iron Head is what he does the most. I will switch into Steelix here. Yeah, that covers the Volt Switch as well. So he should be scared of the Earthquake. He very much should be scared of the Earthquake. So Claydol is most likely a switch in. So I'm just gonna double back out into Behem here. Nice, okay, and now we can see, do we go for Energy Ball again, hit the Cobalion for now 25, or do we go for the Psychic this time, predicting the Cobalion to come in? Because if he's a Soft Vested, like I said, then Psychic still will be doing has a chance to KO him from here, if he's just makes HP. If he's less than that, then yeah, he's still good enough damage. So how much would we do to a Claydol though? Because getting rid of Claydol is high priority. Definitely high priority for us. Psychic, Energy Ball should KO him if he just makes HP. Psychic does around 50-ish% or 40 to 47 depending on the investment. So I think we go Psychic though. Let's go Psychic. He does stay in. It's the Reflect variant though. Okay, like I said, I take getting damage on this. I definitely take getting damage on this. I'm fine if he gets rocks or goes for Light Screen or something like that. Earth Power doesn't do a whole lot. Okay, if he like I said, this looks like we can get rid of Claydol here for just a little bit damage on my Behem. So I'm very much fine with that. He doesn't have a switch into Psychic. Oh, like I said, he doesn't have a switch into Psychic. Cobalion just drops here. This is Choice Specs Behem, and then he goes into Arcanine. Claydol is very weak. Sadly, it still needs to die for my Snorlax to do things. And honestly, I'm fine just going for Psychic again here. He should be able to. Okay, it does kill me. 46, 76, that's definitely offensive, because I don't think a defensive Arcanine would be able to kill me there. Let's see the calc though. Arcanine, Flare Blitz. Yeah, if he's just max attack, that is max 73. And he did how much to me? 75. So he is a boosting item. And since we don't see Life or Recall, he's either Banded or he has the Charcoal or something like that. Sadly, the Reflect is still up. But what I can do right here is like, how much would that? I think let's say he's Choice Banded. That's what I most likely want to say. That he's indeed Choice Banded. Problem is that the Reflect is up, and currently all my mons are physical, which I have left, barring my Robotees, which obviously doesn't want to take a band of Flare Blitz. But we do have Hexorus as switch in potentially. Does take about 50. We have Snorlax, which has Thick Fat as well, which takes a lot less. Earthquake will do a good ton of damage, but I could use Hexorus as well. How much do I do with Earthquake through Reflect? Not a whole lot, I'm assuming. Let's put it on both sides. 44 to 52. So after one Dragon Dance, I do KO him. So I actually want to use the chance and go for one Dragon Dance here. Force him to switch out into something. Switch into Whims. Does he have Encore? I mean, if he has Encore, then we will see this right here. Otherwise, he might be Scarf as well. Let's actually do some scouting. Here. Let's go to Steelix and see if it goes for Moonblast, Encore. What do we see? We do see the Encore. And I am good to, honestly, just Iron Head here. If he goes into Vaporeon, or do I want to throw off a Toxic here? I think I want to throw off a Toxic in case, yeah. He most likely goes to Vaporeon. So that is nice for us there. And do I get my rocks? Because this is Banded Arcanine, so rocks are going to be super nice versus him. And he's mostly going to Wish here, right? Yeah. Yeah, there's the Wish. I don't know what he wants to heal up here. Like I said, maybe the Arcanine, maybe the Claydol. So I think the best I can do right here is just go into Hexorus. Goes to Arcanine, wants to Wish that up. That's fine with me. No, he doesn't have his Thingamagic anymore. Doesn't have to Reflect anymore. So Earthquake isn't OHKO to the thing. The question is can Banded Arcanine kill me with anything? I could have Play Rough. That's the thing. He could have very much Play Rough. Why does Play Rough just do so little with my Hexorus? Because I have Reflect on my side. And yeah, Play Rough will KO me, and I think we do want to scout that. If he goes to Close Combat, that could be a thing as well, but he does go hard Whimsicott. I mean, that works for us. I'm just gonna straight Iron Head, goes into Vaporeon. We are wearing this thing down. Little by little, that's at 12%. Let's see if that means Fist Death or just max HP. Because honestly, I can't tell. I can't tell about myself. Does that mean Fist Death? No. This was not a crit, right? It was just standard Iron Head to 12%. So yeah, this most likely is just max HP then. Or Spadef. Oh, actually, what? Why did this so... Oh, it's still fracked up. Never mind. There is Fist Death. It is definitely physically defensive invested. So yeah, back to Hexorus we go, I want to say. Because like I said, we do have the Lumberry in, we go straight for Scald this time. I am fine with that. Let's go for Heal Bell though, try to heal himself, which is good with me. And I think I'm just free to fire Poison Jab here. Do we get a poison? No, and he roars us out, which is good fine as well. So now the 50-50s begin. I will go back into Hexorus. He most likely goes for Wish, I want to say. No, Scott, okay. That's fine with me. Fine with me. Precious do his gods. Does it go hard Whimsicott again or Wish? I would actually go to Dragon Dance here, but it does go to Whimsicott, sadly. Does go Whimsicott, sadly. I was thinking like maybe he tries to get a Scald Burn there or something like that. Straight Moonblast, okay. Straight Moonblast though. I honestly... Do I double here or do I Toxic again? Honestly I want to just Toxic. Force him to Heal Bell or something like that. Because he's getting rather low and he doesn't have leftovers, right? No, he has leftovers. But we can negate that, force him to Wish right here. We use Hexorus again as a switch in here. Due to the Lumberry, I am fine right here. If he goes for Wish, I'm going to straight Poison Jab. If he goes for something else, I might try to Dragon Dance again. And, okay, what would he switch into here? I'm just going to Poison Jab again. Try to kill the Vaporeon. Rolls me out, which is fine. Rolls me into this. Toxic is racking up. Back into Hexorus we go. Back into Hexorus we go. And if he keeps doing this, he will lose the 1v1 eventually. He has a free chance to Scald right here. Doesn't get the burn still. And I'm just gonna Poison Jab again. And this time we do catch the Whimsicott, which is awesome. Like I said, if he roared right there, he would have died to Toxic after whatever I switched in. And if he did go for something else there, to go for Wish, then that gives me, like I said, I had a chance to catch him there, and I did, and he does go into Zero Aura here. So that makes me... I'm smelling an Ice Punch here or something like that. Because nothing else would really kill me. I can still use it as switch into the Vaporeon, so I'm actually going to go into Steelix. Because Steelix is not doing a whole lot with anything else, and we see the bulk up. So I'm definitely just going to straight EQ here. I don't think at +1 I do kill him. Okay, that's taunt me, which is fine with me, but it should still be 2 at KO. With Sugar it does 26, so yeah, without Sugar it does 52. Drain Punch doesn't do a whole lot. I still have a Scarf Terrakion, which is faster, and I should be able to win this 1v1. Okay, Barony gets a crit, of course. Barony gets this crit. So, Taunt, Bulk Up, Drain Punch. How much... So the problem is... Okay, this crit is super annoying. Because without the crit, he would have gained a little bit of damage, and then he would have been way lower. At +1, I don't know if Terrakion actually... This crit might have won him the game, maybe? No, I don't want to say that yet, but it's definitely super scary now. He has bulk up mostly electric move. Let's get Zero Aura on the Calc. Zero Aura bulk up, +1/+1. It's +2 versus my Steelix. So, Drain Punch did how much? Drain Punch did, when he didn't crit, 34%. 34%. Does it mean max attack? That's the question right now I have. Yeah, that crit is super annoying. 34. Yeah, it looks like max attack. Just max attack Jolly or something like that. So, then let's get this Calc going versus my Hexorus. +1 Drain Punch or Plasma Fists won't kill him, so that's good. How much will do with Earthquake? If he's +1 defense, still enough. Still enough. How much did I do with Steelix Earthquake? Steelix Earthquake I did after the Sugar 26, so let's say 52. That was a min roll if he is no bulk at all. So the question is, how much do I do with the Terrakion's EQ? 58 to 68. So it's a roll, but I think Terrakion is actually the least useful member I have right now still. Because Heineken, I think, can still do more work with all his team, so I'm gonna EQ right here. Do not get the roll. He Drain Punches. Does not kill me though as well. And now he should be dying. He now knows I'm Scarf though. So good going to Claydol. Would I mind that? To be honest, I wouldn't really mind that. Yeah, there's the Claydol. That's fine with me. We go back into... He most likely Rapid Spins here, right? So we go into Hexorus. Might try to get a Reflect as well, but we want to kill the Claydol. So we can do our stuff with... we saw Earth Power. Can I just Dragon Dance here? Oh, he still has the Arcanine. He still has the Arcanine. This Dranclaw. Hope we can kill the Claydol. Nice. Okay, nice. Now we do have potentially an opening for our Snorlax. Depending on what he goes into here and what he does. He still does have Roar on the Vaporeon, which we have to worry about. So Hextris. You are still faster. You can potentially clean up later once this Reflect is gone. Did we actually see how much Reflect had? I didn't even check that last time. I did use Reflect turn 4, and then Reflect was gone on turn... Wait, no, that's way too much. Did it end on turn 9? Because... Or earlier. Where does it tell it here? Am I blind? Oh, here. On turn 11. So yeah, he has the Light Clay. So it will be for 6 turns. But depending on what he locks himself into here, I still can do shenanigans. But I think I'd rather go Aromatisse. I think Aromatisse is less useful right here. And he does go for close combat. So that's a nice... That worked out very nicely here. We know he's locked, so we will go to Vaporeon. So let's actually switch into Hextris on that. Like I said, we know he's Choice Banded. And with Toxic, he's definitely in range of a Dragonclaw here. Earthquake... Let's actually do it. Earthquake... Does Earthquake do it as well? Because obviously Earthquake hits the other two mons for more damage. And we do see Vaporeon, Max Fist Death, with no Reflect. That does... Oh, is he even in range? Oh, with Reflect he might not be in range here. So that means that Dragon Dance actually here. If he roars, that's fine. Toxic wears him down. Rolls me into Terrakion, which is fine as well. He's definitely in range of close combat, so let's click that. Let's see. He has to go Arcanine, pretty much here. He has to go Arcanine. Once he locks himself in Arcanine into Flare Blitz, that's my opening for Snorlax. That's my opening for Snorlax. So, I'm gonna go back into Aromatisse. And we use the Flare Blitz. That's fine. That's fine. He gets a lot of damage on himself. And I just sack my Aromatisse here, go for Toxic. And then I can go into my Snorlax, which can basically just go for EQ. Because I kill the incoming Zeraora, I kill this. And I think Fat, so Flavis will do very little. Yeah, I don't even need to go for Curse. And then I don't think that Zeraora can kill me with... I still have Terrakion in the back as well. Like I said, I don't think Drain Punch does enough. Yeah, that's 38, heals him to 30, and I do... Yeah, way too much damage back. So it's GG. I still have my Terrakion in the back, which is faster. So it should be GG at this point. Didn't win with Curse. I did win with Snorlax in the end, but not with Curse Snorlax, but that's a GG. Okay, that went rather well. I was a bit scared when you got the crit there, but thankfully it's not that insanely strong, especially if not Adamant or something like that, so I was able to deal with it with all of my Earthquake mons. But yeah, that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, of course, leave a like, comment, subscribe. You know the deal. Check out my opponent. If he has social links, they will be in the description, but if not, I mean, some don't upload, so for most cases I didn't had any links there. But yeah, this might be the comeback for us, and yeah, I will see you next time. Ciao.